it's a word that is used in so many different contexts that it loses its meaning, I would say, almost for me, because different people use it in different ways, and I think we misunderstood each other when we talk about that.
So what would you use, for instance, to talk about narcotics, to talk about illegal ones? And it's kind of funny because saying narcotics, you would be using a term that would encompass one group of drugs in this country, and in this country a different one, and in this country a different one.
Yeah.
You go to Portugal, almost nothing, if I remember right. So when somebody says to you, for instance, you know, watch out for that guy, he's a drug user, what would be your first reaction to hearing that? What would you assume he uses?
I think it's all from our conditioning or how we were brought up in a childhood. I would assume he's using some kind of addictive substance that destroys his life. However, I came to understand or realize this is not often the case. It is just kind of an image we have, but in the real life it's a little bit different. So I tend to not to use this word selectively anymore.
I tend to not use it as well, or at least I try not to. Especially with a negative connotation. To me, pretty much anything, foods, shampoos, although you're not going to snort that, almost anything is a drug. You know, changes your hormonal response. Just eating sugar, you know, your body is going to react to it. Your body is going to, in fact, sugar is a very addictive, and we could say drug, but
depends how you define the word drug. If it's something that changes your mental state or physical state, anyhow, and almost anything.
Almost anything, exactly. Yeah. So basically, maybe this water would be the one thing that's not a drug, maybe.
I would say it is.
It is,
actually.
okay.
Yeah.
And how? Because it changes, like at least this one I don't think changes a lot of the hormones that you're releasing.
No, but in a big enough dosages, then
of course, it can kill you.
Fluidity, yeah. And that's the other thing that we don't usually talk about or understand enough is the dosage.
Of course.
Which makes a huge part, if not the main part of everything.
Well, like I said, you know, if you take the dosage of LSD that can kill you, which is like 100,000, 70,000 doses, try drinking 70,000 glasses of water in less than a day and see what happens to you. I think you'll be equally dead, and probably much more painfully so.